Well, the weekend is over. We had a great weekend, as we all know what happened at AEW All Out. But today, this is Monday. But as you know, we have things to do on that. So let's review what happened on day number 3 in Gatoh Move's latest ChocoPro event, 9th anniversary. We even got AEW Dark Elevation. Also reviewing for the first time PureJ Women's Pro Wrestling, a Joshi promotion out of Japan that I heard of, but I never had the chance to see any of their shows. And once again, we got another RevPro event live at the Guildhall. So, let's get started with another episode of the Deleted Wrestle Zone.
Are you ready? Get up, get up! 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 Get up, get up!
Welcome everybody to Deleted Wrestle Zone, all things that it's pro wrestling with AEW, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, various promotions, wrestlers, matches, and championships. I am your host, J Rod here. So, let's begin with Gatoh Move's latest ChocoPro event, 152. This one is part of their 9th anniversary. Now, if you guys don't know this or not, Gatoh Move was formed by, of course, AEW star EMI Sakura. She used to run the promotion, a Joshi promotion known as Ice Ribbon, but she left, formed her own another promotion, but this one is her baby, and I think they're bringing wrestlers who don't normally brought in someone who hosted it, who's not normally part of the ChocoPro events like normally, but it was great to see her. But the matches itself, they're great. Just a fair warning, there is no Junkin tournament, since they want to make this more of a celebration, which I'm okay with it. The first match, we have Chon Shiru taking on Masahiro Takanashi. I thought this match was really awesome because these two guys, they're two of the most hard-hitting wrestlers, but however, refereeing the match is none other than the Big Apple, or I like to call her the Sly Devil, Mei Shiruga. But all of a sudden, both Chon and Masa decided to mess with her, which, of course, Mei does not like it so far. You know, the rules do not touch the officials. But, of course, who cares? It was fun. I thought it was really fun. But, however, it was um, Takanashi who actually won this match by making an amazing pinfall. But however, I don't think May appreciates what they try to do to her. The next match is a very interesting match. We have the girls versus the guys. The girls who teamed up with the guys in their own respective teams. We have, of course, in team number 1, Tokiko Kirihara, Shiko Ishikawa, and Mei Shiruga taking on Balinaki, Hagane Shino, and of course Antonio Honda. You all know Tokiko and Honda, they teamed up. Hagane and Che are known as Ektards, and of course my favorite tag team, the Best Bros, Balinaki and Mei Shiruga. This match was so awesome. I think it was one of my favorite ones so far because I think the ones that the I think the best moments is when you see, of course, how often do you see the Best Bros going head to toe against each other? And that's something I hardly get to see. But May wasn't afraid, and neither does Balian. Balian, I think it was a classic match, and I have to say, pretty awesome, and I enjoyed it, especially when Balian pulled off the Spider-Man. But it was cool, and once again, it's the guys who won the match, and of course the girls did not like that. Now for the main event, we got Yuna Mizumori taking on Makoto from Seedling. I have to say it was great to see. Well, she's a freelancer, but This was a very huge opportunity for Yuna to face a much popular wrestler. I would not have imagined this one being very hard hitting. You know, Yuna, she is all intense, doesn't back down from anybody but Makoto, who is a huge star in the Yoshi world. She shows who she is, and she is a force not to be reckoned with. So, if I were you guys, don't mess with her. But it was a good match. But however, they were both equally matched, so the match ended in a time limit draw. I'm like, whoa. Now, for a fact, I would love to see this match again, part two. And I hope if that ever happens, I'm definitely gonna watch that. So I think the show was pretty good, even when EMI Sakura's not around. But I can't wait to see what other things they're gonna do for a ChocoPro. Okay, so Dark Elevation, if you guys must know or not, this also took place during Chicago. A lot of great things took place. Opening match, we have the wingmen Peter Avalon and Ryan Meneth taking on Bear Country, Boulder, and Bronson. Now, these guys, the wingmen, targeted the Bear Country due to the fact that they felt that they need a makeover. But however, inside the ring, there were still no match for the raw power that the Bear Country has. I mean, I've been a huge fan of these guys as I first saw them arrive before they got signed. I have to say I'm enjoying it. But however, as soon as they won the match, they got beat up by the wingmen, sending a message to anybody that they will be a makeover. Now, the next match, we have, of course, the queen herself, EMI Sakura, along with Lulu Pencil, taking on Misa Kate. Now, you know for a fact EMI was going to win this one way or the other, but that's how it plays out with her. You know, she is the queen. Next match, we got Everybody Dies. Lance Archer bringing GPA lifeless body until he finally took him out. Now, you know Lance Archer. He's a maniac. He's a monster. You know he's just going to bring his victims in. That's what he does. Next match, we got Kira Hogan versus Blair Onyx. Now, this is a very unique match because, as you know, Kira is not 100% AEW. She's currently working as a freelancer or so, or working in various promotions. But however, seeing her facing off Blair Onyx, it shows we're gonna get to see more of Kira Hogan, what she can do, and she's amazing. However, she did win her match just like you would have expected. Now we get a little video package between Diamante and Big Swole. Apparently, they have like a match coming up this coming Tuesday on Dark. The Three Strikes. So basically, this is going to be one of those interesting special grudge matches. But I've definitely got to see that. Now we got Nyla Rose along with Vicky Guerrero meeting up, taking on Laney Luck. You can guess that this match was already over when Nyla put her in the base bomb and kaboom. 1, 2, 3, it's over, and that's all she wrote, folks. Next up, we got Anthony Bowens taking on Griff Garrison. Now, as you know, these two guys hate each other due to the fact that they've been trying to fight for the #1 spot of AEW Tag Team Division, where the Acclaim believe that they deserved a shot of the titles, but you know the Blondes have been at the top. Don't know how the rankings are, but we'll see. But it was a good match until Max Caster made his return, costing Griff Garrison the match. However, because of the interference, Brian Pillman Jr. showed up with the pool cue to get himself some acclaim. But, however, looks like the rekindle feud has just restarted again. Next in match, we got Red Velvet versus Queen Aminata. Now, Queen Aminata immediately attacked her, but however, she was still no match with the quickness and heart and charisma of Red Velvet to be in the whole thing. But as you know, she put her away with the final slice, and 1, 2, 3, it's already over. Now, As you know, recently Dark Order is losing its momentum due to the fact that what happened to Adam Page. Things have not been going well. Uno's been losing control. He's feeling like he's being the leader. Basically, that's what's been going on. However, Five decided to challenge him. Not the leader, just to prove that he can kick his butt. Uno does not want this, but he has no other choice. But speaking of Dark Order, the next match we have John Silver and Five taking on Travis Tyne and Isaiah Moore. I have to say this is a pretty good combination to see um, both Silver and Ten, because Silver he's a small dude, but however he is a powerhouse, and I think that was a pretty combination. But it was the Nelson lock that Ten used in order to win the match and giving the victory to Dark Order once again. Now the next match we got JD Drake taking on Dante Martin, and of course the Wingmen were right there. They even want to make him a makeover, but what I like about this is Dante was able to overcome every member of the Wingmen, and one day we probably will see him make some headways better than everyone else. Next up, we have Riho taking on Sky Blue. This was a very interesting match. Um, Rio, as you know, she's officially back into the ring after she was dealing with a bad reaction with the vaccine, but now she's back. I can't wait to see what she can do. But it was a very fun match to see Rio in it, and I think she deserved a standing ovation of her return. She actually won this match. And finally, the main event, we have RSP teaming with the Chaos Project, taking on Darby Allin, Moxley, and Kingston. Instant classic, one of the best matches I've seen so far because it was fun. Um, but however, I was thinking in the back of my mind that of course that Daniel Garcia in 2.0 will attack them, but no, none of that happened. But it was pretty good, I have to say. So I think I'm going to end it right here with AEW Dark Elevation. So let's move on with more other things that took place. Okay, so this is a very first time I get to review this promotion. It's called PureJ Women's Pro Wrestling. Now, if you guys don't know, this is one of the few Yoshi promotions, the independent scenes. First time I've seen it, many wrestlers have been appearing, including the ones that are working freelance, that sort of thing. But let me give you a brief history of this promotion so she can get a better idea. With the closure of JWP Joshi Puruso on April 2nd, 2017, it was announced the command Bolshoi will be in charge of the new promotion PureJ. It was confirmed that PureJ would retain control of the Daily Sports Women's Tag Teams and the Princess of Pro Wrestling. PureJ had held its first event on August 11th. On October 9th, PureJ crowned their first openweight champion, Hanako Nakamori, where Nakamori defeated Manami Katsu in the finals of a 12-woman tournament to become the inaugural champion. Since then, there's been 7 reigns, with Leon being the current champion. 2019, Bolshoi held her retirement show from professional, where she participated in a gauntlet match that ended in a time limit draw. And of course, in May 27th of 2020, it was announced that PureJ joined Independent Wrestling Television, a streaming company which airs independent promotion shows. Now, as I said before, this is one of those shows that I never seen. I can tell you who I seen, been hearing this, been showing up. I had Kaori Yunaname, as we know her as Fuki in Death. She appeared. Many others. Harase Nakajima is one of them. There's been many wrestlers that show up, but let's talk about the matches they had here. First match now this event is called the 4th anniversary Rainbow Mountain. This took place in the 9th of August. First opening match is Yuma Oka, who I've seen in Oz Academy, taking on Kreia. Now this match was pretty good. It was okay because Reason is I don't know who Kreia is, but Yumi Oka, I have seen her before, and I was okay. It was alright, but it was Yumi who actually won this match to make a huge statement. But it was pretty good. The next match is a title match. This is for the Princess of Pro Wrestling title. We have Sumika Yanagaya taking on Akari. Now, I've seen Akari before in Gatoh Move. I did not know she was in this promotion. It was pretty good. The match was very interesting to see her in because I have seen her in Gatoh Move, but um, seen her what she can do when she's not with with ChocoPro. I have to say it was pretty good. It showed a little bit of who she is, and I think it told a very interesting story that no matter what, Akari will be retaining that title no matter what. Next match we have is a 6-woman tag team. We got Mission K4, Kakeru, Sekiguchi, Akino, and Sonoko Kato taking on Momo Tane, The Wanted, Raiden Hagane, and Kazuki. Now, this match was pretty amazing. I did not expect for a second that this one was going to end in a time limit draw. I was hoping that there was going to be a winner, but I'm assuming that this will take place at a much bigger event or at a later time. I'm not sure, but I have to say, I think it was good. Next match, we got tag team action. We got Nagasi, Naga, Nagiza Nozaki teaming up with Makoto, taking on Ayako Sato and Hanako Na- Nakamori. Now, this is a really interesting match because basically you got different people working on this one. I'm like, wow, pretty good. Now, I did not expect for Makoto to pick up the victory, but it was her. She put, what's her name? She put Hanako in a submission and forcing her to tap out, and that is pure genius on her part. Now, the main event is for the PureJ Openweight title. We got Kaori Yonayama, who we know as Fukigen Death, taking on Leon. It was a good match, I'm not gonna lie. Not the best match, but it was good. But however, it was Leon who maintained the title. However, I don't know if he will ever put the title online outside. Well, hold on. Sorry, guys. It was pretty good. However, I don't know what's gonna happen to Kiara because what happened is she failed once again to recapture that title. The real question is, can she do it again or just give up completely? It's still an open air. But what I think about this promotion, it was pretty good, very differently. They do like some sort of act scenes or segments in the shows, and I thought it was pretty different and unique in its own way. I've always said it was unique, and that's why I like to do this right here for all of you because if you guys never heard of Pure J, that's fine. It just tells me you guys need to learn there's other good promotions to watch, even if it's not in your wheelhouse, but it's fun to watch. So I think I'll end it right here with Pure J. Let's move on with the British promotion RevPro. Okay, the last time I did the RevPro was not too long ago. This was also took place on August on the 22nd. This was live at the Guildhall, which is another good venue, from my understanding. Um, the first opening match is two extremely athletic men, consistent of Kenneth Halfpenny and Sean Jackson. These guys were being the sidekicks of Mariah May, if she won the women's title, taking on the newly crowned Rev Pro undisputed British Tag Team Champions Connor Hills and Michael Oku as Destination Everywhere. This match was so amazing because a team has been trying to prove that they belong in it, but however, you're seeing The Hills and Oku are trying to do the best they can not to lose their composure, their focus, knowing that these guys' team could actually beat them and get a shot of the tag titles, but it did not happen. All thanks to Connor Mills, who actually pulled it off, winning for both of them. And it's going to be a very interesting, and it's still unclear whether if they will accept the challenge from Aussie Open. Next match, we got Dan Maloney taking on Brandon White. What a hard hitting match! It was more of the fight of the um, brutes, but Dan Maloney was, damn, he's amazing, impressive. I can't believe I saw much of what he can do. Next match, we got Hyan and Clemente. Now, Hyan, we know she's in line to challenge, what's her name? Oh, yeah. Giselle Shaw for the title, and that is something we definitely want to see. And she was very impressive when she faced Clemente. Clemente is nowhere near the same level as Hyan, from my understanding, but Hyan did pull off an amazing victory. Next match, we got Lycos Gym, consisting of Kid Lycos and Lycos and Kid Lycos 2, taking on Aussie Open. Great match, great moments. I have to say, the Aussie Open is one of the most over the top tag teams you ever watched coming out of Australia. So it's one of the most. If you guys never seen them, you gotta see them. They're really popular, and I can't wait to see them challenge Oku and what's his name, and of course Mills for the tag titles. Next match, we got Gideon Gray taking on Shota Umino. I have to say, this match was good. Seeing Shota Umino, how much he's grown and progressed ever since he went on excursion. If you guys want to know what I'm referring to, he is one of the New Japan guys. So it's very interesting. And however, he actually did beat Gideon Gray. And I thought it was a classic match to show that no matter what Gideon Gray thinks, he can't beat him. But however, Shota Umino, during his celebration, he was viciously attacked by Dan Maloney. Turns out there's some friction between those two, and it feels like this is becoming personal. Next match, we have Lee Hunter taking on Ricky Knight Jr. Awesome match, I have to say. It was pretty good. I have to say, seeing Ricky Knight Jr. trying to live up the reputation, it kind of showed he could be on his way to be a bigger star, better than his own aunt, Paige, or his uncle, what's his name? The kid, I don't know. But it's great. Now, the next match is the main event, Robbie X versus Will Ospreay. Another good match. I have to say, it was one of the most classic matches seeing these two. But however, as you know, um, Will Ospreay will always be the best that he is. However, he did put up a great promo. He thinks that no one listened. Yeah, so what? No one listened. But that's how it goes. So I'll see what's going to happen later on with these guys. But as for now, I'll see you guys. Well, sorry guys. Got a huge headache. So I think that's it right now with RevPro. So yeah. I think we're done with RevPro. Sorry. Sorry guys, I'm not in a good day. Had a big headache. Um, okay, for the upcoming episode, we got the NWA Power, AEW Dark, and of course NXT. And I'll throw in a recent Game Changer Wrestling show, Guilty Conscious. I haven't done my podcast yet, but it will be mostly about All Out because it's one of the most best pay-per-views we have ever witnessed the entire time, and I think this is going to be a good episode for the podcast, and hope you guys get to listen to it. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next DWZ time, same DWZ channel. I must bid all of you adieu, so goodbye, and have a nice day. Bang.